So I started putting everything on the wall. Decided that even if I got an eviction notice, she can't really get me out of here for probably a couple of months. So, and I'm continuing painting because no matter what, every time I think about stopping, and just starting the sound healing work, I just get this feeling that I did all this artwork and I need to keep on doing it because it's healing me and it's also keeping me remembering what I need to remember. 10 years ago at Occupy, I went there and expressed what I felt was wrong with society, and then I got a flu shot there and gave me Guillain-Barré syndrome, and then it took me a year to recover from that, and then it seems like 8-9 years to get my active voice back. And I got my active voice back now, and as soon as I got it back, last 24 days, they threw me in a mental institution. So that's what they're doing to activists now. They're taking them in, instead of putting them in a cage and then seeing a judge and paying a fine, they now put you in the mental institution and give you drugs, their prescribed, sedative drugs, and they try to take the activist out of you, keep you nice and calm, nice and relaxed. So every time I think about stopping what I'm doing now and going back to what I was doing, I think to myself, well, I went through a lot to get to this point. So as of now, I'm just going to keep on painting, see what happens. Because I need to keep in mind and remember that unless I keep on doing this, then maybe nobody is going to do it. Unless we all decide to walk away from that pyramid and watch that caste system collapse. All us poor people, all us the people below the middle class and wealthy lines of that pyramid. Unless we all do it, then it doesn't work, right? We all got to realize that we're slaves to a system that is, no matter where you are, what country you are, as long as they've ripped you out of your tribal cultures and past, what it is then is that you become a slave to their system of greed, of money, of corruption, all in the name of an economy and a system of justice that is nothing more than a security mechanism for the rich and wealthy, to keep them in power and keep us divided and conquerable and stupid and medicated and docile and Seroquin, whatever that shit is they gave me, style, which is Seroquin is basically heroin with no fun. So that's what somebody said to me, and that's probably what it is, because there's absolutely no fun, and it takes the life out of you and makes you docile and makes you sleepy at night and wake up with a fog, and then it takes a while to get out of that fog, and then once you're out of that fog, you got to go to work, and then you work the whole 8 hours, and then blah 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 blah. This is how they're wasting your existence. If it wasn't for them, the 1,159 billionaires that are controlling the fate of humanity, if it wasn't for them, right, we would all just be, let's say, growing food, sharing, hunting and gathering, sharing, building and sharing, doing everything for each other to help each other, right, ascend. Instead, they stop us from ascending. And they stop us because we don't understand karma. I do now, but as a society, we don't understand karma. We don't understand the reincarnation process and how we're here, and then we have to learn what we need to learn to get out of here as a reality. And if not, we just keep on coming back until we learn. It's like a school system that, you're in first grade and you never graduate to second grade because they don't give you the information to be able to graduate to second grade, and they know that. So more of us are stuck in karma and stuck in a place where we can't get out of, right? We can't ascend from. And the more slaves they have to continue what they do, right? To be what they be. right? So my deal is that I'm just going to keep on painting until somebody pulls me out of here, or I run out of funds, or whatever. Hold on. Just making sure there's no cops. Because, you know, cops don't like me. Right. Or maybe they do, but they've been told not to, because, you know, can't let it hit you. One of them gave me a fist bump the other day. They came over. Because they've been coming over now because my fire alarm has been going off. Went off twice. Mysteriously. Same thing that I burn every time in here. All of a sudden, 2 times in a row. One not in a row, but one a couple of days apart. One was 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. The other time was just in the afternoon. And it mysteriously just went off. And they came here and they had to go through the whole the place and said, you're smoking, you're burning here, you're burning it. No, it's the same thing I burn every time. And yet, all of a sudden, now this thing goes off. This fire alarm over here goes off. Right? And then all of a sudden, they come and they got to come through my whole place and look around and make sure there's nothing on fire. Well, if there was anything on fire, you came about 15 minutes, the whole place would be burning, right? I'm saying, but you know, it is what it is. But karma, our reincarnation and ascension process, all being stunted by them. And they know it. They keep us stupid and docile. People that, medication and meditation is, but no, medication is going to stop your ability to meditate. Medication is going to put you into this place where you have, you know, then side effects and illnesses in your body that shouldn't be there. They're not made by Mother Earth, because very few things, I mean, there are a few things that actually poison you coming out of Mother Earth. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe to get the 1,159 billionaires out of it. I don't know. But most of the stuff that you get out of the earth is either giving you nutrition or helping you connect with the spirit world. Both of which, one is made illegal and one is pulled away from us as they package our food and sell it back to us. You know, package our food because it's my food. God says whatever goes out of the ground is for you. Right? The tree says whatever I produce is for you. Right? Trees are helping us because they provide oxygen for us, and we provide more carbon. It's a symbiotic relationship, right? Every plant, every tree does that, right? It's in their DNA to do that. Yet, some plants we can't grow. Some plants the FDA says don't use. Some allow to make illegal to the point where you'll actually sit in a cage for years and years and years. Years and years and years. Pay fines. All this stuff. Plant medicine. If they make illegal. And why do they do that? Why do they make that stuff illegal? What's the point? What's the point? I believe it's to cut us off from our connection with those plants, with that symbiotic relationship we have with those plants that help us and teach us. I mean, I don't buy and read books anymore. You know why? Because that's somebody else's knowledge. And most human beings I know are just trying to profit from me, one way or the other. If you believe in the economy and the for-profit system that we have, if you believe in this capitalism system that rapes human beings and gives, you know, these people a better life because of us, if you believe in that system, right, then you're not gonna like what I say, you know. But really, what has that system done to us? Right? You know, if there was a Jesus, he died on the cross because of our greed and how we choose greed over spirituality every time. Every time. So, but I can't blame the 7 billion poor. right? I blame those that force an education system that does nothing but promote the same thing that we've been struggling with since that coin was put in the hand of that first person and felt the power of that coin. Then, spread it around and made it more valuable than human life. I remember, I'm thinking, how far back can you remember when money was not valued more than human life? I'm thinking the last tribal culture, right? Every other culture that has had a monetary system, they value that monetary system more than human life. Why? Because you kill for it, you rob for it, you steal for it, you put people in cages because they take it. It's all money, and it's all the root. Yes, people have fun and they go to the bar in Darcy's here. Yeah. I could be having fun. But instead, I choose to do this because, I don't know. After a while, all the fun just becomes meaningless if I don't understand what I am and I don't get myself out of here. So if this is going to help me get myself out of here and this reality, when my body no longer exists and I'm somewhere else, I don't believe I'm going to heaven. That's for sure. I mean, there's a heaven waiting for me there. I believe I have to work out my karma, and this is the way I'm working out my karma. And this is my purpose, right? My purpose was sound healing, get my body back. But I also had a purpose as an activist 10 years ago that I lost. I lost my voice. I lost my activist voice. I lost it. Had it. And every time I try to bring it up, the people around me were like, "Oh, why are you so angry? Why are you always so angry? And I can't take this anger in you. So, just calm down and can you talk not so angrily?" Oh yeah, you're right. I'll just do sound healing, keep myself nice and calm. Oh, we want you back, John. Who you are? That guy. Well, most of those people don't know me as the activist that got given brain syndrome from a flu shot that I got it at Occupy Wall Street. I got the flu shot at Occupy Wall Street. They told me to get it because the flu's going around. Who gave them the flu shot? And what year was it from? 1978, when it was that certain one that gave us brain syndrome? I don't know. But it doesn't really matter. What mattered that it took me 8 years to get my voice back. But now it matters also that I do this because in 2 years, in 2023, something really devastating is going to happen. Just like in 2012, just like in 2001, just like in 1990. That's as far back as I counted. I haven't even bothered going back 11 years from 1990. But whatever, I'm sure something happened 11 years back from 1990. What's that, 1979? Yeah, 1979. Whatever it was, each one is going to get worse to the point of critical mass. So that's what I'm being told by my guides, the same guides that gave me this place and these instruments and told me to play all these instruments for people to help heal and ascend them. Now they're telling me, well, it's getting a little too late now. We try to get as many people as possible, but now we need you to do this to spark it up a little bit. This is what I'm doing. And if you don't believe, I talk to spirit guides and ask me how I painted all these paintings in a matter of 2 weeks. Sometimes I do 4, 5, 6, 7 a day. I've done in a matter of a few days. So how did I do after not even picking up a paintbrush in 8 years, 10 years actually, just before I got sick, just before I went to Occupy, actually. I was doing this kind of work, but it wasn't so intense. It wasn't so good. It wasn't so. I mean, I didn't have the money or the to get the right paints and the right canvases and just keep on doing it. And then, but now I did, and now I do. So I'm just gonna keep on doing this. Keep on doing this till I can't no more. And then when I can't no more, hopefully one or two things will happen. Enough of us will wake up to be able to take our power back, or It's going to be done. Something's going to happen here, and we're going to have to go through that and then come out of that. And I don't know. Last time I got sick with Guillain Barré syndrome, kept me docile for 8 years. I'm not sure what the next one's going to be, but whatever it is, always remember, greed kills. So if greed kills, why aren't we taking greed and sticking it into the same cage we put every other murderer? Huh? Why? Because greed is the product of money, which is the product of the 1,159 billionaires that control our existence and tell you that their life is more worth it, or they're more worth it. How much are you worth? I'm worth, $25 billion. Okay, well, God said we're all priceless, and you put a price on you and me. So I'm thinking, who should I believe, God or you? Money is the root of all evil. If we remove money, greed, competition, and profit from our society, we'll be living as the tribal cultures did. Doing everything we can for each other, sharing it all, not profiting, not competing. You want to compete in sports? Go compete in sports. I don't care. But not as a human race. Because then that's stupid. That's like the cells of our own body competing. And that body wouldn't work because the only thing that competes in the body is cancer cells. So we as a society are promoting cancer cells instead of normal cells that share and work with each other and our DNA and our everything about us to be able to create our bodies. How do we expect to rid ourselves of cancer of the body in our society if we can't even rid ourselves of the cancer as it is our society? You know what that is? The 1,159 billionaires that control the fate of humanity and are leading us with the carrot money. They're leading us straight into hell.